Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch once again today. Second live stream for the day. You know, I tend to respond more so to disagreements than I do agreements. If you agree with me, that's cool. If you agree with some of the stuff I say, that's cool. I have no reasonable expectation that if you rock with me, that also means that you agree with 100% of what I say. You're not going to agree with 100% of the shit that I say, and that's okay. I don't agree with my mother on most things, actually. And she gave me life. Uh, there's just no reasonable expectation that I get along with or agree with everything that y'all do and say. It's going to be okay if you don't agree with me. That's cool. If you misunderstand me, that's also cool. There's always an opportunity to come back to common ground, or to iron disagreements out, or to get some clarity on what it is that I meant when I said whatever it is that I said. There's always time for that. Open dialogue is something that we need in this country and in the world, because people be bugging, man. Like, to not talk about. I had a conversation with somebody that I work with, that not only did this person admit that they grew up scared of black people, which is funny to me because she's younger than me, and people would like. You would like to think there's something like an overall blanket fear of an entire race of people who you have an opportunity to observe yourself. How can you still maintain a blanket level of fear of these people when you have an opportunity to observe for yourself and then judge for yourself? Who the fuck is scared of all black people because they black people, because you were raised that way, and then somehow in your adulthood you still like kind of maintain any of it? How could you maintain any of it at all in a world where you've have an opportunity to observe black folks? You know, people are just fucking people. Even these fucking celebrities that you can observe, you can realize very easily that these people have children, that they were once children. How could you fear that? That they attempt to be, and very well understood in their performances as actors, musicians, or whatever. How are you scared of black people because they black, but you are aware of Beyonce, Will Smith, Chris Brown, and I mean that might be a bad example. He beat the fuck out of Rihanna supposedly. So I mean Chris Brown might be a bad example, but this idea that you can watch all of these other people do heartfelt, entertaining things. A black woman that might work for a news station, and you saw this woman presenting the news. Do you think that you should be scared of her because she's black? Or what about her children, who might have fucking grown off more well off than you were, if this black woman has raised her children in a loving home where there was no abuse, and they were financially well off, so that the kids had everything that they needed for sure, and probably everything that they wanted or that their hearts desired. They may have been raised to be caring, loving, nurturing people that will give to the less fortunate. All of these positive human attributes and characteristics could be applied to this black woman who's reporting the news or the weather on TV that you've seen before. You gotta know that you can't blanket fucking fear an entire race of people when you know that there are fucking black cowards, black fucking softies, black gay people, and this girl actually happens to be a lesbian, married to a woman actually, so that would bring her into the idea that other people that happen to be black will have to face the same struggles that she has by being in a homosexual relationship. So the idea that something so ignorant as racism will also transcend other social qualities and practices that you would have to be involved in to yourself be a functioning human being in a country like this, claiming to be morally superior than other people or a better person. Like, she thinks these things about herself, about other things, and we've had conversations. She thinks there's some things that about her makes for a better grown-up as far as responsibility, accountability, rational thinking, teamwork, and all of this other shit would have to include the idea that you don't judge people by the color of their skin. But she said that she was raised in a certain way that made her scared of black people when she was younger. I don't know how much of that fear she has held on to, but she has already exercised the things that you would need to overcome that kind of foolishness, even if it came from your parents and kind of forced on you in your childhood. You've already exercised the shit that'll free you from that. How have you not done so? This is weird, man. People are crazy. Trying to wrap my mind around how people think and how they act and how they have the key to free themselves from the things that they worry about, yet they won't exercise that to free themselves. It's beyond me. Every day I wake up, I have to say that I'm happy to be here. I would never, ever, not even a little bit, be capable or willing to hurt myself or my family or nothing. I am not willing to get into the self-checkout line. No fucking way in hell. I like being here. Even when I find myself disappointed in human interaction and how like lackadaisical people are when they walk in a contradiction or when they have to face cognitive dissonance, and then I point that out to them and they still don't see it. I am amazed. Very disappointed. Nonetheless, I am happy to be here. Being alive, especially at this time in history, and people say that, but I mean it though, man. I really do mean it. To be able to witness this and not have to read about it in a history book if I was born later on is awesome. To be here right now, knowing what I know about our history and about the past, to see how that's been translated into the common era, into how we think and feel about the world today, and where the miscommunication is, it's a beautiful thing to see it on both sides, man. On both sides. For me to just know, y'all lied about that history, or I know y'all gonna lie about this in the history books. Y'all not gonna tell the truth, and I'm here to see, and I know you're gonna lie to my great-grandkids. I know you are. Yeah, the fuck you are, motherfucker. You're not gonna tell them the truth. You won't even fucking let me say it on social media. You're not going to tell my great-grandchildren no fucking truth, motherfucker. It's nice to be right here, right now. I like it, right? When I disagree with people, people tend to disagree with me. It's not supposed to break a potential bond or a friendship or a recognition that we are on the same side. It's not supposed to do that. So don't let this do that to you. But somebody mentioned that I appear to be saying that this Trump thing was so fake. And why the fuck would I dare call this fake? And that makes me sound ignorant because somebody got hurt. 2 people got killed and maybe 1 person critically injured or something like that. If somebody got hurt for real, then that sucks for them. I don't think that shit is okay. And as a matter of fact, I think you pay a great respect to the dead when you refuse to accept the lie that got them killed. So me calling this shit out and saying that somebody's fucking lying is not intended on disrespecting no fucking dead people. I said it was faked, meaning that it could have been staged or otherwise based on a fucking lie to deceive us in our perception of what we are going to call this moving forward. We're going to call this by a lie, I think, and that's not cool, especially for the people that may have gotten killed for real. That's fucked up. I say the same thing about the fucking school over here that got shot up just some years ago on the East Coast. You might know what I'm talking about. The school was on a map, actually, in the Batman movie. This shit is all related. You think that it's not related, and it is. Everything is connected. It's a spider web. There's a spider spinning a web on your dollar. Not a coincidence. You think it's funny. You think they did it because it's cute or it's cool. They do these things not arbitrarily, but for ritualistic purposes, spiritual purposes, right? There's a spider on a fucking dollar. Figure it out. But all of this shit is connected. The internet, www stands for World Wide Web. Of what? Information. So you have to know that it's a war on information because they can't even keep the internet honest. You know that. They're not going to keep this story honest when they give it to you. Somebody on either side, maybe on fucking both sides of a fucking conflict, listen, they're above you and they're capable and willing to lie to you because they got the motive and the means. So what I'm saying is I don't trust them. It better not look spooky, shady, suspicious at all, or I move right into the position of not trusting nobody. Not the shooter, not Trump. Nobody, I trust nobody. Nobody, you understand? Do you understand? It's supposed to be a neutral position for me to not trust nobody. I have not come to terms with what the truth might be about the situation. It's still new. Don't nobody know. I think we might not ever know the whole fucking truth. But what I do know is I got some screen recorders, some video footage, and some other shit because they scrubbed this shit from the internet way too fast. Lickety split. They hate that shit. So I just started screen recording shit. I got some screen recorders and some videos and some other things or whatever. Video footage of the shooting, actually, and you can zoom in and examine different parts of what it is that you are able to see, and you'll see that something's wrong. So when something this fucking critical in the perception of reality for the world, and especially for this country, specifically since we're in it, doing what it is that we do with the Brandon circus and the bullshit and the fake sports, and they get celebrities and actors to play your politicians, and then you know no different. I think that they think you're a funny, silly guy for feeling that way and for getting all in your emotions about this kind of a shit, instead of taking a deep breath, come in with a fucking cold heart, just like the crime scene investigator, and say, I'll tell you what the fucking truth is when I figure it out. Until then, don't fucking talk to me about what you want me to just accept as truth right now. No. Crime scene investigation, I'll figure it out myself. I'll determine what the fucking truth is. I'm not going to listen to a damn one of you. That's what the crime scene detective does, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay? So when I say it's fake, what I'm saying is somebody's lying. Now, if somebody actually got killed for real, you show me real proof that somebody got killed, or else that may also be fake. And what I do know is they are capable of fooling me. So now I got to say that I don't know. So hold me in as much of a neutral position as you possibly can, sir. The person that said that I sounded fucking ridiculous or foolish or ignorant. Ignorant of what? I want to see proof that somebody died. We didn't see it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I didn't see no videos of any dead bodies being drug off. I have seen videos of dead bodies being drug off before, inside of videos that the news and the media will plaster all over their fucking outlets to convince us that something has gone wrong, and they've been dummies. They've been mannequins, dummies, dressed up dummies. See what I'm saying? So I don't care. I'm in a position of not trusting either side. I'm not making no decision about nothing, man. Slow down. Wait a minute. Hold on. Before you call me ignorant, you gotta wait a minute, man. I don't trust nobody. And I'm capable of changing my mind tomorrow. Show me something. And I'll get on here tomorrow going, yo, somebody tried to smoke Trump for real. Fuck whoever did that. You ain't supposed to do that like that. That's definitely not a revolutionary act. A lone wolf, that lone wolf shit. How many times have I said this over and over again? Multiple times, and I'm going to keep saying it. Lone wolf shit is never a grassroots thing. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, because a lone wolf will know damn well that a multitude of the people is the best way to get what it is that he wants, because they stop lone wolves easy. Even if you mean well, even if you are the good guy, they'll stop you easy, and then they will use what it is that you have done to fucking paint a bad light in anybody who even thinks the way you do, and then it works in the opposite direction, counterproductive of revolution. When they clamp down on us for what the fuck you did, lone wolf, revolutionary act is never us. Period. So I don't believe whoever this is really even fucking hated Trump like that, and thought that by doing this he was going to free the country of any fucking thing. Not at all. It's just strange to me that Secret Service would drop the ball like this, and at the same time, a lone wolf, random 20-year-old guy, I don't fucking believe them about none of that. Not the age or nothing, not even the identity. I don't know who that was. You don't either. Slow down. They lied. They lie all the time. Vegas shooting, Sandy, whatever the fuck, the Hook School over there. You know you got to do that. You got to break that shit up and split it up and fucking act all funny when you try to address these things, because they delete channels about this. But over there at the fucking SH school, there's a fucking map in a Batman movie, and where it should have said Sandy, whoever the fuck, Captain Hook, it said some other shit. It said, well, would they change the name of that shit too? On that map in that Batman movie. And then Lil Wayne did a video, a music video around that time. And it was about something about a movie theater in the video. And in the movie theater, there's 12 dancing skeletons or whatever, or skeletons sitting inside of the seats in these movie theaters. If you pause the video, I think there's 12 of them. And I think that the number of skeletons match the number of kids killed in that fucking school over there. That happened somewhere in sync with the release of that video. And while they're singing this song and the hook and the song and dance to the Lil Wayne thing, and then, you know, come on, man. I don't know. We're supposed to be pattern seeking animals, and I think people let go of patterns that they think sound outrageous. But what you have to apply is that it does not have to be something that sounds sensible, logical to me or to you. You have to ask yourself, would a pattern like gematria sound interesting or be utilized by them. Even some people say that Zach's interpretation of gematria is a it's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a perversion of what was intended to be, and that because of that, Zach must be some fucking warlock, voodoo, fucking numbers, fucking maniac of some kind, which is stupid. Because the way I would take that, if you were to tell me and then try to convince me, even if you could convince me that whatever Zach is examining about gematria is a perverted form of it, and somebody has fucked with it, why do you think it's Zach that's fucked with it and now he's making it up? Why not take on the position that Zach is exposing the fact that somebody is fucking with the ancient intent of gematria to use it for their own benefit, and it's detectable if you follow the pattern that they've developed, while defacing and disrespecting the original intent in gematria? Why is that not the answer? It is literally a train of thought that if people can't align the fucking neurons in their brain to take the proper angles, to stay as neutral as possible, but be as diligent as possible to not be lied to. If you do that, you will see the benefits in gematria. You will hold them accountable for taking such control of the world as they did when they developed the Gregorian calendar that we use in this English language. They put that shit together like peanut butter and jelly to do something, some ritualistic shit that you don't know about because you don't practice their religion or their rituals and stuff. So then the performance of these things will go right by you. So stop talking like you're smarter than everybody until you master gematria and then prove that the numbers don't align and none of that means anything. I don't know how you can deny it because of how it makes you feel when I say it. If that's what makes y'all act like that about gematria, you have to know that you've taken a weak approach to the idea, and that you might be cheating yourself, and that the best thing to do is to look into it yourself and try to examine it and then try to apply it. And if you feel like it doesn't apply, then you can just say that, and then even better, show me that it doesn't apply. But if it applies, you cannot then say, why does this matter, or why is this supposed to mean anything at all, or this sounds silly. It doesn't have to make sense to you. It makes sense to the people using it. It makes sense to the elitists that are performing these rituals to the tune of this gematria, so that they know when to perform what rituals and for what reason. Damn, y'all crazy. What the fuck be wrong with people, bruh? All you gotta do is just go look yourself, and you don't gotta fucking like it, but to go look and to try to figure out what it is that I'm saying and then try to apply it, it's gonna be undeniable that you're gonna say, damn, that shit lines right up. There's a number sequence that seems to be holding a consistent story together in different events that seemingly look unrelated, but this number system makes them look related, and all of these things will have to happen in sync on the right days at the right fucking time to paint this fucking picture that you can't see, and that's okay, because nothing has to fucking get your agreement or understanding for it to be real. You gotta let go of that ego shit, whoever's doing that. Let go of that ego shit. You have to already know it for it to be real. Stop the madness. Stop it, please. The world is going by you. Why you acting like all virtuous and shit, like you smarter than everybody? Motherfuckers don't even know what's going on. You don't even know all of the elements of what it is to be looking for, so you can tell yourself, nobody's trying to ritualistically perform shit to fool us and hypnotize the masses into accepting a false reality. Stop playing with me. You don't even know if that's happening. I'm telling you that you can detect if it's happening or not if you use the gematria, and then you gotta look and then you go, gematria is gematria. I don't give a fucking fuck. That sounds weird. Why would they be doing that? Because they do weird shit. They do a lot of weird shit you wouldn't agree with or understand or be aware of. Why is this so weird to y'all? Listen, kudos to the elitists for doing what it is that they're doing, because you got us, bro. I wish I could shake one of these motherfuckers' hands and say, you won, man. You got us. Because you can point people to the answers, and then they swear that they out here to look for the answers, but then they won't even look for the answers if you make them feel funny about where you told them to go look for the answers. If you make them go, for real? Like that? That sound weird, bro. You watch too much TV, you tweaking, bro. That's a conspiracy. If you can do that to somebody trying to point you to a truth that you know that you can't find, and they go, look here, have you tried looking here? This is gonna open your eyes a little bit wider. You think you got it? You might got a lot. You might get a little bit of it, because they sloppy and they cocky too. They dancing 10 yards from the end zone, laughing at you because they know they already won, and that's why you can see them. But all in all, you don't really know what they really doing until you see why they are doing this, and ritual and religion and performing different global acts of deception is the only way they can even rule the world. Actually, how are you going to rule the world being honest with them? Untrue, you know they're going to lie. And if they lie, they got to lie everywhere. You damn sure got to look for the fucking lie inside of the things that they spoon feed you to say, build your society on this. The money, the English language, the fucking Gregorian calendar, they gave you all of the shit. Looking at the fundamentals of what it is that they give you to build the English language, looking at the fundamentals of what it is that they gave you to build your reality on might fucking draw your attention to an alliance, a pattern of deception that they've been using on your ass to get you to turn your nose up to the truth like you're better than the truth, even if you hear it because of what it's going to make you feel like. But it's going to make you feel strange because they got to do strange shit outside of your normal perception of reality in order to fucking fool you. Because I can't get my kids to clean their room, but they're running the world. How they do that? They're going to have to lie to you. Peace and love to y'all. Y'all can stop being bitches any day now. The fact of the matter is, all of them are lying. Every vote is a vote for government. You ain't noticed that? You think I'm gonna fucking rock with Trump just because it's Trump? No fucking way. He's not no hero. He is not your hero. He's not your hero. No, he not. He don't give a fuck. He's one of them. He's a Jesuit. Jesuit educated. His fucking kids got married into the fucking J-Boy Club, J-Bird Club. He's the only other fucking president besides, the only Catboy president besides Kennedy, right? So now they got the assassination switcheroo going on. There's going to be correlations that shouldn't stand as correlations while you watch something that's supposed to be organic happen that ties them closer into this fucking gematria revelation of correlation between events that you think are separate, but they actually are not separate. You don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it because somebody's going to make the history repeat. Y'all don't understand that that's the other part of that. I don't know if that was ever said like that when people say know your history or you're doomed to repeat it. I'm throwing that in there. Because it's the only thing that makes sense to even justify the first part of what it is that I'm saying. If you have to know your history or be doomed to repeat it, there's the implication that it's going to be repeated and that somebody's going to do it to you hoping that you're deceived by not knowing the fucking past or where it is that it came from so that you don't recognize what? A gematria pattern of ritualistic fucking deception. I got y'all. Woo bang. RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Wake up. Wake up, man. Silly. Ridiculousness. Ridiculousness. Nothing's okay. Get out of your feelings for a second. Don't bring no feelings to the table. Be objective in observing the shit. They need your feelings to fucking garner the energy for the divide for whatever they do after this. Because if you think this is the only thing that's going to happen in an election year, before the election, you're out of your mind. This is the beginning of it. You've been shocked. The climax has hit the fucking top. They busting a nut right now. They're going to get you again. They're going to flip you over and give you a second round. They're not done fucking you. Stupid. Here they come. I bet you something else happened. I've been telling people they're going to make a hero out of him. Even if they got to make him a martyr. If they make him a martyr, and if Joe Biden ends up in office at all, bro, he's going to die in office and then Kamala Harris is going to be the president, bro. That's another narrative that they could go with. But how is Biden going to win if they don't get Trump out the way? Maybe they got to smoke him. I've been saying this. Zach at Gematria Fake News 25 has been saying this, and other people for multiple reasons have been saying, man, wait a minute. Y'all like playing the game, let's get ahead of them. Let's try to fucking describe all of the potential staged bullshit that they can do to the fucking narrative to excite this shit right now. Name them all. Go into some hypotheticals about what the rest of the world, what the rest of the year can be like. And then look who can benefit for it turning out in that way. If you do that, and then they do what it is that you said, you got to know you're not psychic. Maybe you're just piecing together a puzzle that other people can't even see. Maybe that's what's happening. Because I know I'm not a psychic, but I've been telling motherfuckers, they're going to make a hero out of Trump. They want to make a hero out of him, even if they have to kill him to do it. That fist pump and all that, get the fuck out of here. Secret Service should have been occupying all available space to even do that. There should have been no place for the shooter to go. The day that they fall short of that is the day that somebody tries it and success. Stop it. I don't believe you. Why come the fucking shooter didn't go to a place where it was no good, where he would have got stopped? And then he accidentally missed the perfect fucking vantage point. How did he recognize that that was the one only weak spot in the whole fucking thing? How did he know it? How did the shooter know to go there? And he didn't try to post it someplace else exposing himself. I don't even like y'all no more. RPM Trade Vietnam, this bitch. We'll figure it out. Y'all will get it. Y'all will get it eventually. But y'all will understand when this country is no more and you're being boarded onto a train near a Walmart station somewhere. Then you'll understand. I'm gonna go back through here and read the chats because I tend to do that sometimes and I forget to come back to remark to y'all. But the chat in my live streams, I go back and read them from time to time, and I do appreciate some of the stuff that y'all be saying too. Much love and respect to y'all. All I'm asking is for y'all to not get in y'all fucking feelings until you figure it out for yourself, because they want an emotional response and then brick walls or division erected after they do things like this, because they want you to not fucking discuss the potential of you guys being fooled by this between you two. They just want you to fucking be glad that somebody tried Trump, or to be scared and emotional about somebody trying Trump. They want those two things. They don't want anybody saying, man, I think y'all faked it on both sides, because you're all in cahoots together as one government force to drive the country in a certain direction. And the only reason why it's not moving completely smooth is because we keep calling y'all out, and y'all haven't corralled enough of your fucking goons to stay in tune with the narrative, so then it all begins to fall apart. Y'all production is just too big. But y'all send one dude because it's easy to control that, instead of 40 people. Like, you could have easily found 40 people that want to smoke Trump. How come only one person showed up? I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you. So kiss my dick. I don't believe none of y'all on either side. Nobody. Everybody's lying if you ask me. Oh yeah, the predictive programming in the news and all this other shit. Come on, man. All these TV shows, movies, and all this other shit. The Illuminati card game. Everything, man. I'm tired of it. I don't understand how all of this shit happens, and then y'all say that it was organic, like nobody planned it. It looked like somebody's planning it. It looked like they won't fucking shut up about how they're going to plan the next thing. Like they won't shut up about it. Grover Cleveland, JFK, Trump, they all got very weird things in common. And if you look at it, especially with the gematria, the number coding and the date and the number code behind all of their names and their birthdays and shit, none of that should line up the way it does for it to stay intact. At any point, in any given time, one day off, all of this shit could break the alignment that I see it in. When you look at the gematria, all it takes is one day off from any fucking angle and it all falls apart. You won't be able to paint the narrative inside the gematria coding system. But it stays consistent. How though? It's their English language with their number coding system that they gave you, that they told you that they would do this shit with. It's all in music and everything. Gematria, the Killer Name by Iowa rock group called Slipknot. There's a group called The Police. That's fucking weird. Their song is called Murder by Numbers. They're talking about Gematria, and if you listen to the lyrics of both of these fucking songs, you will say that they know something, that they seem to be speaking in code, trying to reveal something that hides itself in the music industry and in politics and other things in entertainment, to fucking do some weird shit behind it. They're telling you. They told you. Y'all are weird as fuck. I'm saying crazy shit, and you should ask me why I would say crazy shit and what will make me say that. Because if you get the whole fucking story, what will make me say these things, you'll go, oh, that will make me say that shit too. Don't call me crazy or ignorant. You got to ask yourself what will make me say that, because it's probably something. Because I don't get into the crazy ignorant shit. Far from ignorant, far from crazy. Shit got to make sense before I say it with this kind of aggression and passion. It got to make sense to me already. And I'm not going to use ignorance to find any fucking conclusion to nothing. Do I look like the kind of person to do that? Have I ever? Nope, not at all. RPM Trade Vietnam, Wu Bang, get a gun today and tell them to stop fucking lying before we start smoking shit out here.